Все в порядке? Он цел? Давай сюда скорее! Мне жаль, но старые связи должны быть разорваны.
Да, вот такие байки ходят по зоне. Я в такую чушь не верю. Придумают же, да?
We're here. It's a stone's throw from here to the swamps. Well, got... Well, well. What an interesting little toy. Doesn't look... That's...
Yes! It's pitch black in there. Going in there without an NVG is a sure way to get your legs broken.
So, ready to head out and face some adventure? Or do you want to look around? There might be... Then, with a flick of the wrist, wham!
Take a look. You might find something useful. I don't need it, but it might come in handy for you at first.
Did you check everything? Find anything useful?
Ты как в зоне окажешься, всегда смотри, куда идешь. Аномалии, очаги всякой заразы, мутанты. Блаженные еще эти. Идут сюда и поделать ничего не могут. А кто выйти пытается, погибает. Шаман больше бы тебе об этом рассказал.
Well, here we are. This is... Look, it's just like in the old Russian folktales. Go right, and you'll run into Saint and his bandits. They live by the street code, honor among thieves, that sort of thing. The usual suspects, basically. Go straight, and you'll end up at Adaman's HQ. That's where the stalkers are. Just regular prospectors, surviving, art hunting, and uncovering the secrets of the zone. Well, stalkers, they're the flesh and blood of the zone. Once lured by tall tales of artifacts, now they choke down cold canned meat and cheap vodka. But there's plenty of romance in it, that's for sure. They work with one another, try to stick together, and grind than the bandits. Their leader is Adaman. Highwaymen and roughnecks. They're sharp, both of tongue and of knife. Criminals with all their inherent romance. But don't be too quick to write them off as villains. Everyone here has their own story, and many joined Saint because they had no other choice. There is no neutrality in the zone, at least not in the south. Loners don't survive in these parts. You have to decide who to join. Why don't I try asking you some questions to help you out? You answer them, and I'll figure out who suits you better. Sound good? All right, picture this. You're walking through a wasteland and look, someone's backpack is lying on the ground. Heavy. Clearly has some good stuff inside. Not a soul around. What's your move? You're walking along the road, and there's a guy at the roadside acting tough, arrogant mug. And he asks you for a smoke. And that's your last cig. Do you give it to him or not? You're hanging out with a group. An argument breaks out between your buddy and some guy from the crowd. And it's not clear who's right, but both are yelling, ready to fight. What do? You've run out of water. It's scorching hot. You're thirsty as hell. No strength left. It's scorching hot. You're thirsty as hell. No strength left. Suddenly, you see a guy, not even walking, just hobbling, barely dragging his feet, holding a bottle of water. But he needs it too. Do you walk up and ask? Take it by force? Maybe help him out. Imagine this. You found some loot. Valuable stuff. You sold it. Now you have a ton of cash. What are you gonna do? Right. Let me think. I think I have an idea. I think you'd make a pretty good stalker. You should head to Adaman's HQ. Then you know which way to go. And when you get there, talk to the boss. He'll tell you what to do next.
Let me see. Yeah. Well, everything seems fine. No signs of zombification. You aren't disintegrating into atoms. How about you? How are you feeling? Eruption. A deadly cataclysm, as the weather forecaster calls it. He's the guy who freaks out on the radio whenever it appears on the horizon. But after it passes, artifacts spawn in the anomalies. I don't know much about this stuff. It's a miracle you even survived. And then again, we've got a plenty of miracles here. One of the more recent ones is the blast. Visions of the blue sphere, unusual abilities, an ability to leave the zone. I personally knew a guy who walked into anomalies without any... You should keep your voice down with confessions like that. Personally, I couldn't care less. But keep in mind there are those who steer clear of your kind or even... But here, at Adamant's HQ, we haven't seen anyone like that. Adamant's a good guy overall. Tough, but fair. To find Shaman. I get it. You're not the first, and you won't be the last. But like I said, the Blast don't have the best reputation around here. Some of them lose their minds and do all sorts of crazy stuff that we have to clean up later. So from what I've heard, Shaman is hiding really well. Scared for his own skin, obviously. Quite the opposite. Only Adamant knows the way to him. But right now you're a nobody here, and since no one can vouch for you, you can't get to him. They'll turn you away at the door and kick you out on your ass. Trust me. Start small. Help people, run errands. Slowly build up your reputation. Before you know it, you'll get noticed and they'll let you see Adamant. And if you do him a favor, he'll find your shaman. You mean errands? There are tons of them. The mutants have been breeding like crazy. They need to be shut. The bandits from the boathouse have gotten so bald they're just begging for a bullet between the eyes. So grab your gun and... Wait. Do you even have a weapon? I don't want to upset you, but I have to. Looks like your gun didn't survive the eruption. It can't be fixed. You won't believe it, but our mechanics have the magic touch. Yeah, it's a flint. But it doesn't work for free, so here's my first piece of advice. Learn how to make money. Run over to see Flint, then come right back here. Meanwhile, I'll figure out what I can assign you to make my life easier. Yeah, no one's playing nice here. One good turn deserves another. So you work off your rescue and make a first impression while you're at it.
Завести бы один из грузовиков, да погонять с ветерком по зоне.
What's up with your gun? Did Flint figure it out? Oh, he won't make it to the roadside without a gun. Let's do this. I have an old PM lying around. It works, don't worry. It's gotten me out of plenty scrapes. I'll let you borrow it, and once you get your own piss and get on your feet, I'll take it back. Take good care of him, please. I wasn't talking to you. I was talking to that. Now, let's talk about work. I've got a couple of jobs waiting around, for the good of the HQ, so to speak. Shoot some mutants. There's a fair amount of boars and piggies roaming around. You need to fix that. And bring some evidence, of course. Belly from the piggies and undercoat from the boars. Take your time. It's dangerous beyond these walls. Go buy yourself some first aid kits, bandages, and another magazine of rounds for the pistol. Because if you run out of ammo mid-fight, you'll be left out there as mutant chow and a little fun for the zone. Priest. He sells all sorts of things here. Food, water, ammo too. And once you stock up, you can deal with the mutants.
Слушайте мысль. Жить хорошо. А хорошо жить еще лучше.
Кто-то говорит, что зона — это ад. Я бы сказал, что это просто очень странный курорт для мазохистов.
эту шар не проморгайте.